What's up, guys? So, a few days ago, I uploaded the Q&A information video where you guys could comment your questions on the video, and I would answer them in this separate video. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I picked 30 questions instead of 35 because a lot of them were repeats, and I didn't want repeats, of course. So, I picked 30 questions that I really want to answer, but before I get to that, I will address what I said I would address with the number 49. When I got on my first baseball all-star team for Little League, that was my number, and that stuck as my number for the 4 or 5 years that I was playing as an all-star in baseball. And yeah, it's the number 49 just kind of stuck with me for a while. So there you go. Now you have your answer. It wasn't a long story. It's a very short story. It's kind of underwhelming, I know, but, you know, that's really it. That's really it. All right, now that that's out of the way, we can get right into the questions. So the first question was asked by Bowdy, I believe. How do you feel about being one of the GD community's biggest icons and the fact that many people might look up to you? It's definitely a chore. Well, I wouldn't say a chore, but it's truly exhausting because I've learned this the hard way, as most of you know. It's a pretty big task being big in a community, even if it's as small as this one. There's still 50,000 people subscribed to your channel. You have to, like, not be stupid. It feels good that people look up to someone like me. It makes me feel really good. But, you know, of course it's exhausting because, you know, you have to be careful about what you do, what you say, because it always has an influence. Question number 2. Asked by Andrew Barrett, how do you make time to consistently play GD without getting lazy? Lately, it's been a lot harder for me as, like, obviously I've had the theater stuff going on. I got the lead in the show, so a lot of my time is just gone because I have to spend so much time trying to learn and memorize music, lines, choreography, all that stuff. Right now, it's so much harder for me than it has been the last couple of years. Because the last couple of years, I didn't have something like this on my shoulders. I had theater, but I never had a big role like this. So I could always kind of slack off in a way. So that's how I always had time for GD and stuff. But right now, it's a lot harder. Question number 3, asked by Papa Tony, says, besides from GD, what are some other achievements you've earned in life, gaming, sports, etc.? Well, I just talked about theater, the lead and stuff. I do theater all the time. I do music. I'm in the select choir, like the higher choir in the school. In terms of gaming, I've done a lot of stuff in Mario. I've come just mere seconds away from several world records on Mario Kart tracks. I've done the perfect run in Galaxy 2, just stuff like that. And in sports, I play baseball. I probably won't be playing baseball starting this year and on. I'd rather just spectate baseball, you know, instead of participate in it. I've been on the school team before. I've been on several also teams, as I mentioned before. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Question number 4, asked by Plunky6476, says, what inspired you to do theater and what keeps you motivated to do it for the future? When I started theater 2 years ago in my freshman year of high school, I had a ton of fun. It was a really welcoming atmosphere. I loved the people there. They were really fun to work with. And it really motivated me to keep doing it because I also had a ton of fun doing it. Like, right now, I'm having the most fun I've ever had in my life doing The Addams Family, which is our next show. It's been an incredible experience so far, and we're only 2 or 3 weeks into rehearsals, and it's amazing. I love it so much. And what I want to do with it is I want to go into the future. I'll probably minor with it in college. And yeah, I just want to keep going with theater through the future because it gives me so many good experiences that I can tell to other people, and I can, like, share it and relate to people that, like, I enjoy hanging out with. Question number 5, asked by Clements Liu, I believe his name is. How much do nerves affect you when you're playing all these hard levels, and what methods of dealing with them have worked for you? This is a really good question, but it's kind of hard to answer. I know sometimes nerves do affect me a lot. I do sometimes get nerve deaths. Everybody gets nerve deaths all the time when they're playing a hard GD level. But personal methods that I've used is when I'm getting far, like really far, I don't think about the fact that I'm getting far. Like, I just focus on actually playing the level and trying to beat it. Like, I've gotten so much better at it. I used to be terrible at it, but I've gotten much better at it. Like, as you saw in my XO video, I didn't really react, and that's because I wasn't really focused on the fact that I was getting far. I was just kind of like, alright, I just beat it, cool. I mean, I was happy I beat it, but not thinking about the fact that you're getting far will like reduce your reaction, but it will help you in the long run when you're getting far. It will help you with that. Question number 6, actually asked by my transition creator. What's your outlook on life, and what do you want to accomplish in your lifetime? Asked by QDZ. I said before, I do want a minor in theater. That's something I do want to pursue in life. I also want to pursue something having to do with music, maybe become musical education teacher, choir teacher, you know, that kind of stuff. Other stuff that I might want to accomplish in my lifetime, if we're talking like outside of like in real life, if I could make it big on YouTube or streaming, that would be honestly incredible. Like, that would be fun. I'd love to have YouTube as like a job. Like, it would be really cool. Question number 7, asked by an IRL friend of mine, Grizzly Panda. What's your inspiration to keep doing this at times when you don't really want to, but you get up and do it anyways? I do get that a lot. I do just kind of sit there in bed or sit there on my living room couch and be like, I don't feel like getting up right now. I just feel like sitting here and watching YouTube. And that does happen to me a lot. It happens to me almost every single day. But I do come down here because I do think about, like, you know, YouTube and how much I really do have fun playing GD and everything. It's just overall, like, I have fun doing what I'm doing, which is exactly what motivates me to keep doing it. There are other things currently that I am having more fun with and more focused on. Obviously, like the theater stuff I've mentioned many times. But, like, it's just the fact that I have a ton of fun doing what I'm doing. Streaming, playing GD, playing other games, doing YouTube. It's just a lot of fun for me. Question number 8, asked by J-1. Who introduced you to the game, and what were your first impressions when you played the game? The person who introduced me to the game was actually my brother. He showed me the game one day, and I played it. And my first impression, I will be honest with you, I hated the game. I absolutely hated the game when I first played it. But I stopped playing it for a while, and then I got back into it, and I was like, this is actually kind of fun. So I stuck with it, and here we are. Question number 9, asked by Voss, I believe his name is. Sorry if I butchered that. Do your teachers and classmates know that they have one of the best... You see, I normally wouldn't, like, refer to myself as the best player, or I wouldn't refer to myself as, like, better than anybody else, or I wouldn't, like... I don't generally enjoy talking about my skill level, but I know what you mean. In the same class as them. Yes, many people in my school know that I have a channel with 50,000 subscribers, because I do talk about it, mainly with just people that I know, but I know my choir teacher knows I have a channel. She's talked to me about it before. The choreographer for our musicals and our shows knows I have a YouTube channel with 50K. A bunch of my friends, basically all my friends know. Other people in school know as well, because I do talk about it a little bit, like, publicly. Not much, though. But yeah, people do know. Question number 10, asked by Netherblaze. Once GD inevitably dies out one day in the far future, will you and the gang continue to upload videos such as multiplayer on other games, or are you alone playing other stuff? Yeah, that's the plan. If GD were to die and I was still on YouTube, I'm pretty sure the same would go for the gang if people like Nepesta and Gizbro weren't stuck with college and everything, and they'd have time and everything. I'd surely love to keep doing YouTube, doing like Mario stuff, just random games and stuff. You know, I still have a ton of fun doing YouTube, even if it's not GD, and streaming and stuff. It's still a ton of fun to me. So when GD dies, because it will, every game dies, if I'm still doing YouTube, I would love to keep doing YouTube. It's fun to me, even when I'm not doing GD. It's really fun. So yeah, I would definitely keep doing YouTube. 1/3 of the way through, question number 11, asked by YourSoB, I believe is your name. What do you think is your best video? I'm definitely going to have to go with my 2019 Rewind video that I uploaded on December 31st. I love that video to death. I still watch that video from time to time because I love it so much. I'm so proud of that video. Question number 12, asked by Lando. Favorite non-GD YouTubers? First one that comes to mind is TWD98. He does Mario Kart Wii stuff. Nathaniel Bandy, another Mario YouTuber. Going to other YouTubers that are much bigger. I really like Courage JD. He has like 2 million subscribers. He streams games like Escape from Tarkov, Fortnite, just a bunch of other random crap with friends and stuff. But yeah, those are the first 3 that come to mind when I think of YouTubers that I watch a lot. I also really enjoy Dude Perfect. You know, Everybody knows Dude Perfect. They have almost 50 million subscribers. But yeah, that's one channel that I always watch. Every single time they upload, I watch the video start to finish. I love them. Question number 13, asked by Dragonforce. How long do you see yourself playing this game, and do you have any plans to beat big demons coming up? I could see myself playing this game until I basically have no time left. I don't see myself getting fully bored of the game to the point where I don't even want to play it before I actually have to stop doing what I'm doing because of time constraints and stuff. But yeah, I do see myself playing this game until I literally don't have time. And I do have big demons coming up. Stay tuned for that. I won't mention which ones, but there are a few things that I plan to beat in the somewhat near future, so look out for that. Question number 14, asked by Ozzy. Have you ever learned to play an instrument, or do you just do choir and theater? Right now, I do choir and theater. That's it. 8th grade, or 4th to 8th grade, I played the violin, actually. I actually stopped after 8th grade because I started to really find it boring and unenjoyable. So now I just do choir and theater, and I'm having a ton of fun with it, as I've mentioned before. Question number 15, asked by Hypoxical. What is your favorite game on the Nintendo Switch? I'm gonna have to give that to either Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Super Mario Odyssey. 100%. I love playing those two games. They are very fun to me. I could literally play those for days and days. Halfway through, question number 16, asked by Cryo. What plays and musicals have you been in? Any favorite roles? Roles. So, my first show ever was about, like a Martian invasion or something. I don't even know. I played one of the leads, not the lead, so I didn't really have that much to learn. That same school year, we did James and the Giant Peach as my first musical. I was just in the ensemble. It wasn't anything big. The next year, we did Our Town. I played the role of a drunk choir conductor. It was great. That same school year, this was last year, we did Barnum, the musical. I played James Bailey. That was probably my favorite role out of the ones that I've completed so far. And now this year, the play that we did this year was Sense and Sensibility. I played the character of Sir John Middleton. We had to talk in British accents the entire show. It was great. And now, of course, right now, it is January 21st, 2020. We're doing The Addams Family, and I am, of course, Gomez Addams. And once this show is done, out of completed roles, this will by far be my favorite role. I love this role so much. This guy is crazy. I love this dude. I love this role so much, let me tell you. Question number 17, asked by Killy, I believe. What would you say is the most important thing that people should know about running a YouTube channel? I'm asking because I know that people always worry a lot about numbers. Numbers should be something on your mind, but only when they're changing, if you know what I mean. Like, if you're getting consistent numbers, you're fine. You don't need to worry about it. If you're growing, great. If you're slowing down, it doesn't mean it's not a bad thing. It's just like if you're really slowing down, of course, then there's a problem. You got to change that. But I think personally, what I've experienced is that the more generally, not all the time, the more professional your content looks, the more interested people are. Like, I always try to keep all my thumbnails, all my videos as professional as I can. I mean, of course, sometimes I slip up, and other times I do still shitpost, like with my Keynote 71 video with Atomic as my face cam. But yeah, most of the time, having a professional look with the occasional, like, humor and stuff, obviously that will keep people interested. So I think overall, the professionalism of your channel is the most important aspect. Question number 18, asked by YourSoB, I believe. What's your parents' opinion on you being a YouTuber and an amazing GD player? They know I have a YouTube channel. They're fully aware. They know I play GD. And while it used to be something where I had to have my time limited, they've cut that off. Mainly because of how much YouTube has been benefiting me, not only as a person, but just, like, overall in life. Like, I'm getting money from this. They know that I'm going to be using it to pay for my driver's license, a car, GAT, that kind of stuff. So they're completely supportive of me doing YouTube and doing whatever I need to do. They know about GD. They used to think it's stupid. Now that they see the community behind it and the friends that I've made, they're really supportive of it, and I could not be any more appreciative of that, because when they weren't supportive and I was just trying to grow my channel, it was not a fun atmosphere. But now that I've gotten bigger and I've actually gotten some kind of benefit from this, they've become much more supportive of it. Question number 19, asked by Heatwave. What's your favorite RobTop level? I like a lot of RobTop levels, actually. You don't generally hear that, but I like a lot of the RobTop levels. I think my two favorites are Deadlocked and Electrodynamics. I'd probably go with Electrodynamics on that one. It's just by far the most fun. It doesn't look the best, obviously, but, like, it's by far the most fun of the 21 RobTop levels, soon to be 22 or 23, depending on what happens. Question number 20, asked by Squad, what are your honest thoughts on 2.2's features? I'm very excited for 2.2. I see a lot of people, like, really dogging on the 2.2 features because they're gonna ruin the game, quote-unquote. It's gonna be exactly like 2.0 was in the first month, maybe 2 months, where people are gonna abuse the camera controls, they're gonna abuse the random trigger. Everything's gonna be abused in the first couple months because creators are just gonna simply be trying stuff out. This is what happened with the move trigger, the alpha trigger, all that in 2.0. And the 4x speed portal in 2.1, don't forget that. It happened, we survived both times, we're gonna survive again. It'll be fine. I think the one thing I'm most excited for in 2.2 is the multiplayer mode. I am so excited for how much that's going to grow this community. And I'm definitely going to make some content on that with the gang and other people. Maybe even some fans and members and stuff. 2/3 of the way through. Question number 21 asked by Vaco. When did you start playing baseball and what did you think about it at first? I started playing baseball when I was 4 years old. I'm now 16, almost 17. But yeah, I started playing baseball when I was 4. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm probably not going to be playing anymore starting from this year on because I figured that I'd rather just spectate than participate, if you know what I mean. But at first, I don't really know because I was 4, so I didn't really know what I thought. Like, I thought about it at first, but I remember really, really loving it. And I will always love baseball. Whether I'm playing it or not, I will always love baseball. Question number 22 asked by Ito Popcorn. How many years do you think that the improvement in GD players' skill will hit the human limits and stop increasing significantly? I think we're pretty close, in all honesty. People will tell you that, oh, we're gonna go, like, way far out. Oh, we still have a long way to go. I think we're close. I can't see anybody doing anything much harder than Tartarus. Maybe a little bit harder than Tartarus and Sonic Wave Infinity, but I can't see anything that much harder than that actually being verified and rated and put on the list. I can't. I really cannot. So, by the end of 2020, maybe even early 2021, we're probably going to see that peak in skill level, and it's probably going to stick there for a really long time, if not forever. Question number 23, asked by Titan33, what's your favorite moment with your friends or girlfriend? I'm not going to talk about my girlfriend because there's a bunch of stuff that I've been thinking, other things that might change, like, our relationship. We might not be together anymore, but obviously, so I'm not gonna answer that. But overall, with friends, I'm not sure. There have been so many moments that I've had with friends online and IRL that have been incredibly memorable. I really cannot give you one. Like, I really can't. I can give you, like, an example, but I can't give you one definitive moment that I really, really like. I think one moment that I will give you is, it was after a show, like a year or two ago. And we were backstage after the curtains had closed when the show had finally ended. And we did this really loud chant, and we got literally, like, the entire room to start doing the chant. It was incredible. Question number 24, asked by YourSoB again. What is the least difficult extreme demon you have ever beaten, in your opinion? Incipient, probably. Or Quest for Perfection, if that's even still extreme demon. I'm not even sure. But either one of those two, probably the easiest I've beaten. I don't think Temple of Destiny is extreme anymore. I think that became insane. That would definitely be the answer if it was still Extreme Demon. But Incipient, Quest for Perfection, probably the two easiest extreme demons that I've beaten. Question number 25, asked by SS427. Have you ever tried to make a level in the editor by yourself? Yes, and every single time. The gameplay is okay. The deco, it fails terribly. It is never good. Like, I've tried to decorate so many times, and it's just never ends up well at all. Like, it's always terrible. So I'll probably never finish a level. Like, actually finish a level. 5 more. Question number 26, asked by Clever Name. What were your expectations on when you first started playing GD? Like, how far would you be able to go, or how hard of levels you would be able to beat? Obviously, when somebody starts playing a game, they don't expect to get anywhere. And that's exactly what I thought with GD. I thought it was just gonna, oh, I'll play this for a little bit, maybe beat like a demon or two, and then I'll stop playing forever. That wasn't the case, of course. I've now beaten over 500 demons and over 100 extreme demons. But I would watch a video of Club Step, and I'd look at it, and I'd be like, this is not humanly possible. Like, how do people do this? And now here we are. I've beaten Zodiac, I've beaten Visible Ray, I've beaten Sonic Wave, you know, all those levels. Those are just the first 3 levels that came to mind. I've beaten all those levels, and it's crazy how far I've come and how far this game has come as well. Question number 27, actually an interesting one from Nordic GMD. If you could own any Major League Baseball team, what would it be? Not a high market team. Not the Yankees, not the Astros, not the Nationals, not the Dodgers, not any team that has that, like, high payroll. I'd probably pick one, like, in the middle. Like, I honestly don't even know what's in the middle, but something in the middle. I couldn't give you one specific team, but something, like, in the middle payroll area. I don't even know how to explain it. Question number 28, asked by Meep. Do you ever plan on being a creator, not just making layouts, but also decorating? I mentioned this before. This is a bit of a different question, which is why I'm including it. I've tried being a decorator. It just never worked. I have made layouts, many of them. They're all unlisted on my channel right now. I can maybe make that playlist public at some point. But I do want to start getting more into making gameplay for collabs, just like my own separate layouts, you know, that kind of stuff. I do want to try getting more into gameplay creation because it's tedious, but it's fun when it actually is completed. Question number 29, asked by CE Teacher 109. Through all of this growth, what was your inspiration for starting a YouTube channel and a Geometry Dash career? Well, obviously I explained why I started GDs because my brother showed me the game. I tried it out, hated it, tried it again, loved it. Story goes on. I started YouTube. Like, I'd have so many YouTube channels before. I'd had so many before. Pretty much all of them are deleted at this point. This is the only remaining one. But, basically, I'd always had, like, some kind of drive to upload YouTube videos. Like, for some reason, I'd always enjoyed uploading YouTube videos, whether or not they get views. So I've always, for some reason, loved YouTube as a platform and everything. Final question, question number 30, asked by Tilizion, I believe is the name. Sorry if I butchered that. Would you ever record Fortnite or any other game? I mentioned this before. I do really want to get more into uploading other games and streaming other games. I do still stream other games a lot, especially if it's with friends. Fortnite I've streamed before. I was going to upload some content on it. Decided not to for reasons that I don't really want to talk about in this video. But yeah, I do want to get more into uploading other games and streaming other games more, like Mario Kart, anything with Mario, any fun games with friends. As you saw, Nepesta did Gary's mod video with a bunch of friends and stuff. I'd love to get into that. I'd love to get into, like, more edited videos and everything. So, that is that. I answered all 30 questions that I picked from the 1,100 comments that I saw in the video when I finished getting all the questions. I hope you got a little more insight as to not only me as a person, but my thoughts on GD, my YouTube, my channel, how I feel about certain things, you know, that kind of stuff. Hopefully you got some more insight. Hopefully you got to know me better as a person. Thank you all for watching this video. Again, thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers. It's honestly unbelievable how far we've come in the last year or two. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye-bye.